So what's up guys, it's Terry here by Nino or Quadgy, and welcome to Warzone 2.0 Battle Royale. It's finally here guys. I've been waiting for this moment for so long, and it's just awesome to see here. I thought for today's video, my first Warzone 2 video, I'd show you guys my absolutely best controller settings that you can rock and roll with on PS4, PS5, Xbox, or PC, so you guys can reach your maximum potential and get those victory royales here on Warzone. For anybody that's new, I've gotten many high kill gameplays on Warzone 1 on all of Verdansk, Caldera, Reaper from Fortune's Keep, 20s and 30s. I have a lot of experience. You can ask anybody that's an OG of the channel. And I thought for today's video, I'd show you guys what's up. You can do this in solos, duos, trios, quads, VR trios. There's so many modes to actually mess around with, and I love that. And if you guys are excited to see the best controller settings that you guys can beast in Warzone 2, make sure you guys drop a like in the video, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. On this channel, I plan to upload high kill Warzone 2 gameplay, or at least entertaining gameplay, so that every time you guys watch me, you guys have a reason to watch me. I not only want my videos to be informative, but also entertaining. This video will be a little bit more informative than entertaining, but I want to do my best for you guys, and just know that I really freaking love you guys for the support you guys have given me over the years, and let's just keep it going. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go over the controller settings. So all we gotta do is go over here to the little tab here and go to controller. And here we are. We can maximize our controller settings. I'll also show you guys settings on the other, areas as well. But controller settings is going to be the main focus of this video. So to start things off, I am a controller player. Obviously, this is a controller settings video. For my button layout, though, this is very important. I play on bumper, jumper, tactical, flipped. As you guys can see from the little listing of controls there, I pretty much jump using L2, aim down using L1, fire with R1, use equipment with R2, and then I use my tactical with X. It's very weird, but trust me, you'll be able to jump shot and drop shot very easily using this button layout. I've been playing this way since Black Ops 3, so legit for 7 years, and it's helped my gameplay improve so much over the years, and I was able to dominate everybody in Warzone 1 using this button layout. It might take some time to get used to if you use this button layout, but trust me, it will be worth it, and you will see progress, especially if you stick with it. So trust me on that, up to you. So, of course, I flip it like I said before. Otherwise, I'd be playing with L1 to jump or whatever. I don't like that. Stick layout preset default. Controller vibration, I keep it off just because if I don't feel the controller vibrate, then I feel like it doesn't mess up with my recoil. This is just a mind thing. You can play with vibration if you want. I just want it off. Trigger effect, just keep it off. Doesn't really help you in any way. It's just more for immersion. Horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity are going to stick at 8. I don't really like to go all the way down to 1 because that means you're going to be way too slow and not being able to sort of like turn on people, but you will have very good aim. And I don't want to put it all the way at 20 because I might not have the best aim at that point, but I'll be able to turn on people very easily. So I keep it right in the middle, not too fast, not too slow, and you'll get some advantages like that. Put it to whatever you're the most comfortable to. I just recommend somewhere in the middle is definitely one of the best sensitivities to use. ADS sensitivity multiplier, that doesn't matter because we're going to change it here in a little bit. Sensitivity multiplier, we're going to keep it all at 1. Vertical aim axis, standard. ADS behavior, hold. I believe these are all default at the moment. Automatic sprint should never be on. I hate it when people tell me they have automatic sprint on because it actually screws you over in most situations. Because if you're automatically running, you might run into a camper and then get bodied. So I definitely don't recommend it. That's just my opinion though. Equipment behavior, that's all default. Interact/reload behavior, this is very important. If you prioritize interact, this allows you to loot your stuff faster. So if you're trying to grab some loot from an item or a box or whatever the case is, you're trying to pick up a gun, this will make it so that you can loot really quickly. So I definitely recommend this on prioritize interact, or you can do tap to interact. But trust me on this will help you a ton. Armor plate behavior should be apply all, so you can get your armor plates in as quickly as possible and still be able to move around the map very fluidly. And then going to the advanced controller settings, we got target aim assist on. You should have that on as a controller. It'll help you a ton. Aim assist type should be either Black Ops or default. They both give you the best amount of sticky aim. Precision and focusing actually makes you lose aim assist in certain aspects, so using these two will actually hurt you, but default or Black Ops has been proven to be the best one, and JGod actually made a video recently kind of proving that Black Ops is technically the best one, even by a small margin, so I would say use Black Ops. ADS aim assist should be on. When it comes to this whole gyro behavior and gyro aiming, just turn it off. It basically makes you aim with your controller, and I mean, if you want to go ahead and try it out, go for it, but I don't think it's all that useful, so I just keep it all off. Aim response curve type, you got to keep that on dynamic. It's the absolutely best aim response curve type because it gives you the most sticky aim. compared to the other attributes of standard and linear, and this has been proven many times. I think Jay got also made a similar video, with the aim assist with dynamic response curve type, and dynamic is what all the pros use as well, so definitely use dynamic. Moving onwards, we got the custom sensitivity per zoom, and you're going to want to have this on and pretty much put low zoom and 2x to 3 zoom at 0.9. That's what I like to play at. You can put out whatever you want, but this allows it so that at farther ranges I can aim a little bit better and make it a little bit, I can be on target a little bit more. And 1.2 is going to be what the rest of the zooms are, because with those higher zoom optics, they're really slow to move around with. So I kind of want that extra speed and momentum so that I'll still be accurate, but I'll also be fast enough to kind of like turn if I have to. So that's why I have it on like that. You guys can change it to whatever you want. That's how I have it. Dead zones, I have at 0.07, 0.07, 0.99, 0.99, 0.13, and 0.13, just so I don't mess up my thumbsticks anymore and I don't get any stick drift. Sprint / tactical sprint behavior toggle, auto move forward is another one that you should just keep off, like auto sprint. It doesn't help you. If you run into campers, you're gonna get screwed over, so just keep it off. Everything else here, I believe, is default. And backpack alternate control, nice. I just keep that off, don't really need to change it in my opinion. And yeah, everything else is basically default. So those are the best controller Warzone 2 settings for you guys to use. Really quickly, we're just going to go over graphics. I keep on-demand texture streaming off. World motion blur and weapon motion blur should both be off, because if you guys can see on the right there, it'll be very hard to see your opponents if you're like moving around. So if you're approaching a corner and you're moving like that, it's going to be way harder to see your opponents. Just keep it off so that you can see your opponents clearly and you can get those easy kills. Film grain should be all the way off, depth of field off, fidelity, FX cast could be off or on, kind of up to you at that point. If you're on console, definitely have the 120Hz refresh rate on. The only reason I have it off is because for some reason, if I ever play on PS5, which I don't, I'm usually playing on PC, but right now I'm on PS5. But if I have this on, my PS5 overheats and my console just turns off. So I don't know why it does that. I have a liquid cooler installed in my PS5 as well, because I use the internal SSD, like an extra internal SSD. So I don't know why it happens, but you should try to have this on if you're on PS5 or Xbox Series X. Field of view should be at max so you can see as much of your screen as possible. ADS field of view, I like independent. Some other people like affected. Independent is nice because you're able to see farther away opponents a lot closer, because your field of view when ADS becomes 80, which is console FOV. But that means the opponents are really easy to see and you'll be able to get those, your track on targets a lot easier. People like affected sometimes because even when you're ADS, you stay in 120 FOV, which is nice, but the enemy is going to appear a lot like smaller and harder to hit. So I would say independent is the way to go for me personally, but you could go either way. Weapon field of view should be wide so the weapon looks as small as possible and you can see as much as your screen as possible as well. Third person field of view, whenever you play, third person VR, keep it all the way to 90. Vehicle field of view, I keep it at wide so you don't have the vehicle, taking up your screen. First person and third person camera movement, keep that at least to 50%. If you keep it at default, your screen is going to be shaking like crazy. And all of this is personal preference. Audio, I like headphone-based boost. It's the easiest way to kind of sound for footsteps. Master volume at max, music volume at 0. Dialogue volume at some, because you want to be able to hear some callouts from enemies or teammates. Effects volume all the way up if you want to hear footsteps. And yeah, apparently people like mono audio. I've put it on recently and I guess it's helped me, but I don't know. I don't really see a difference between with it off or on, but you can go ahead and try it out. Up to you if you want to have it on or not. Subtitles could be useful to have on, just because if you do have them on, you could pretty much, read callouts instead of hearing them, and you're going to be more responsive to something you see rather than what you hear. So you could have it on if you want. And everything else is up to personal preference. And lastly, when it comes to interface, you can color customize your palette and everything. I don't really change anything. Minimap shape should be on square. That way you have a bigger minimap. If you have it on circle or round, that wouldn't be the way to go because it's a lot more smaller. Trust me, you want to have it on square. And then everything else here should be personal preference or default. Telemetry, I would keep server latency and packet loss just so you can see if you're lagging or not. And then everything else shouldn't matter. So there you go, guys. That is my full settings for Warzone 2. I hope it helps you a ton, and just expect to go kind of crazy with this on whatever platform you're on. I really appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you guys think about Warzone 2 so far. I really can't wait to start uploading some Warzone solos gameplays for you guys, and just know, I really freaking love you all. What should I upload first? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll see y'all later. Bye!